so I just thought I'd switch it up a bit. So I'll put my phone on Do Not Disturb so I can do a live without getting notifications and spoiling it for you guys, even though I've not really got much to bring you. But it's been a few days since I've done a live, so I thought I'd come on for 5 or 10 minutes, see how everyone's doing, and give you a little update, really, what's going on. And what's going on in the world of me and bronchiectasis at the moment. It's quite strange, to be honest, because I've done a sputum test and a urine test, which come back okay. About 2 weeks ago, I had some random bloods doing, and a lot of my white cells were quite raised, which indicates infection. There was something trouble in my vitamin D, but they want to rule out it's not in the bones, or it's in the blood. All right, Vic. Yeah, all right, love. Yeah, so they want to rule out that it's not in my bones or in my blood. Which one it is, I don't know. So I've got a blood test tomorrow. I'm not too sure of the time, but I've got that. Let's see what these white cell markers are saying, because they were at 13.5, which is slightly raised. If they've come down, then the doctor is right in thinking it was just like a cold or a virus that's just passing. Because he asked me on the phone, how am I currently feeling? And I said at the time of the bloods, I didn't feel bad at all. I said a couple of days after the bloods, I did feel a bit fatigued, lightheaded. So this lightheadedness that I'm getting could be something to do with the vitamin deficiency, the vitamin D deficiency. So we'll see. So I'm going tomorrow, getting them done, and then we'll go from there and see what's happening. But I've not really got much to bring to you, really. I just thought I'd come on. I can update you on Vicky, the moderator there. People who used to follow us years ago, they'll know who Vicky is. So she's got bronchiectasis like me, but hers is slightly different. She's more impacted in the breathing side, and restricted more in the breathing. I'm more restricted in infections, and I've not been happy with Vicky's chest for about 2 years. I told her that she should take more steroids than she does, but because she's on the maximum steroid inhaler, it's a lot of steroids to put through in the body. And I'm talking about steroids for the chest, not steroids for bodybuilding. So my argument to that was, the thing is, Vic, your wheeze is terrible, and I know that you're getting worse and worse and worse. Now, Vic's one of them who puts everyone's health first sometimes, and kind of puts hers at the back burner. But this time, she took my words. It's only took 7 years. It's only took 7 years for her to listen, but she's gone to a specialist and spoke on the phone yesterday, telling him she's not happy with her breathing. She's not happy that she can only walk a few meters, and then she's panting and struggling. And when she puts the oxygen sat, if no one knows what they are, it's an oxygen sat. You put it on your finger and it reads your oxygen and your heart rate. Well, we were doing a little experiment, and it's shocking, the results. So we are a bit concerned about Vicky, who's our moderator. So if people can give us some well wishes, please do. Thank you, Joe Bishop. I've had that before, but yeah, I've had that one before, mate. So if everyone could give Vicky well wishes in the chat below, if not, just keep her in your prayers. So yeah, she's got some testing to do on Monday, which is a breathing test, but not your standard breathing test. It's more of an in-depth one to see what's going on. She's got the gas blood test where they actually go in the wrist, and it's very painful. I don't know if you've had the gas test. This is more accurate. I can't say it, in reading your oxygen levels. When I had COVID in 2022, I was on maximum oxygen, and they wasn't sure what was going on. So they actually came in and they did it the first time, and I think they actually use, I might be wrong, they use anaesthetic in the wrist, and then they go in, and it's still painful. And yeah, just your gas exchanges they can check. So she's going in for that, an advanced breathing test, and just to speak a bit more in depth of what's going on, really, because with this NHS app we've got in the UK, we can look at our blood results. So if it's a full blood count, you can look at everything, and hers was very raised in a certain part. So we are concerned that hers has been very well elevated, to see what stage she's at, because she's concerned at the moment that, you know, over the years her chest has, you know, her chest health's decreased. So she's worrying about everything and everything. So I've told her not to worry until we know more. So it's very important that we get some prayers out tonight and some well wishes. But yeah, my health is what it is at the moment. It's not great and it's not too bad. That's where I'm at. Got a blood test for tomorrow, and then I think I start my IVs probably, depending on what these blood tests say. It might be early November, but if they come back fine, it might be late November. But I don't want my IV antibiotics at Christmas. Hi Connor. What is it? Connor D. Leslie. Leslie, welcome to the channel, mate. So yeah, we're just talking about my chest condition really, but we talk about anything. If anyone wants to talk about anything, just drop it. Yeah, what's your rip? RAP? I don't know, mate. I don't know, mate. But yeah, what's everyone doing? It's a bit cold this evening. I've cranked the heating up. I tried to get a little rest, and I just can't drift off. So I'm gonna after this live, I'm gonna see what's for tea because I'm starving. I've got 2 chicken breasts. Yo, Dano Hickman, welcome to the channel, mate. Yeah, I've got 2 chicken breasts in the. I like my breasts, as you can see. Yeah, I've got two chicken breasts in the microwave. But I don't like bland chicken. I just think it's hanging. Even bland chicken with gravy doesn't taste nice. I don't think they make gravy like they used to, and I think, call me strange, but I'm very very fussy when I buy chicken. I don't like buying chicken from Lidl. It tastes dead dry, no taste. I'm gonna say Sainsbury's for chicken. You know, Sainsbury's, I think, and the Italian salami. When I'm buying it, I started buying it from. Oh, thanks, Connor. Thanks for that, mate. I've never had them ripped. I'm more stocky than ripped, but appreciate that, mate. So the Milano salami, when you're buying it from places such as, let's say, the German stores, Lidl, Aldi, it's more of a German salami. And what you want to look at is when you're buying it, so it's more authentic, is turn the packet over and you'll see if it's not authentic, it'll say dried, cured, which means it's been cured. That stuff isn't going off for ages and ages. And when you taste it, it's got a disgusting taste to it. If you compare that to the Milano salami from Sainsbury's, or even Morrison's, I think Morrison's do it, and they've got a butcher. They used to have a butcher, I don't know if they do now, and they cut it fine. But yeah, see you later, Connor, mate. Please subscribe. So yeah, I like my food, as you bloody well know. I've had some brodo today, which is an Italian dish. I just boil the kettle, put it in your pan, 2 stock cubes of any of your choice, whether it's chicken stock cube or vegetable stock cube. Then just chop a couple of tomatoes if you can. Yeah. What I've noticed, get them as organic as you can. We're on a gardening course at the moment, so lucky for us, we can take some tomatoes home. But I've noticed when I bought the big ones again from any of these stores, and I'm cooking them, they don't incinerate, if that what I mean, or they don't melt down. It almost like you're cooking with plastic. So if you can get your tomatoes organic, get them, throw them in, get a lemon, chop your lemon in half, lemon, bigger pan, use the full one if it's just the small pan half. And then you can do this, chop the onion, like chop an onion and just put it in the brodo, and that all that goodness will drain in the brodo. And this is what I've been eating really to try and keep me as well as I can during this season, because we all know it's cold and flu season. So you know what I mean. You've got to think about these people that are sneezing around you. You've got to think about your own stress levels at this time of year, because you know when people say, "Oh, I caught a cold," because my dad's Italian, he says, "I catched the cold," but yeah, they only caught it because their immune system was already suppressed through stress, not sleeping, doing things, and then they've been in the vicinity of someone who sneezed. So it's very important this time of year. Tell you what, it's very important, especially suffering with my chest condition. Nutrition is the most important thing. So you want to be making sure you're eating your fruits, right? Don't just think summer is like your fruits. Get your fruits in. I'd say the superfood is probably watermelon, the red watermelon. I'm I'm going to say that's your best fruit. Bananas are not too bad but they're high in calories. So I'd say watermelon, banana. If you're going to have any fruit, then avocados, right? Avocados are good for your fats. You can either cut them up, throw them in a smoothie if you don't like eating them, smooth them, or eat them with a salad. So avocados are good fats. These are going to keep your immune system ticking over. The blueberry, the blueberry. Now, I used to take a product called, what was it called? Kiane, and I think it was a Swedish supplement. And in this Kiane sachet, it was only about that big. It had Alaskan wild caught salmon in it, and then it had the blueberry in and a few other ingredients. So what goes really well with the blueberry is natural Greek yogurt. So get your natural Greek yogurt and throw your blueberries in, and this is how you're going to build up your immune system and fight anything off. We don't know if this COVID's going to come back. We don't know what's around the corner. So you hear about it all the time. Some people never get ill, unless they're very old. Obviously, we all get ill at one point. But there's some people who never get a cold and things like that. So they're doing something right. And it might be good genetics, immunity wise, but it's also they're doing something right. They must be eating, sleeping right. They must not be getting stressed of every little thing. And yeah, so I think before I go, because I'm rambling, I just think this time of year I'm going to leave you with this. Focus on your nutrition, get your fruits in, get your almond nuts, right? We're in a generation now, even I am, in this boat. I don't like foods that are bland. So rather than go for a dry roasted nut, or should I say, rather than go for almond nuts, I go for a dry roasted nut because of the salt and it's been cooked. But what I found out is if you get some almond nuts and get them in a blender and blend them first and give them a good blend, and then throw in your avocado in there and throw in some blueberries and a bit of whatever you want, milk, water, whatever you want to do, you'll see that you're getting all your essential fats, vitamins, and everything else. And before I go, there's a big thing now on free range eggs. There's a bodybuilding guy called Eddie Abu that's been knocking about, and he's been talking about a boiled egg. Now, back in the day, I used to throw the yolks away because I heard the bad in cholesterol. Now, isn't it funny that this bodybuilder, Eddie Abu, he was eating 36 boiled eggs a day, and he told his doctor. So his doctor said, "Whoa, whoa, that's a lot of cholesterol. That we're gonna have to do some blood work." So they did some blood work on this guy who competed in Mr. Olympia bodybuilding show, and they found nothing wrong with his cholesterol. So I'm gonna break the egg down. So you've got the most protein in the egg white, and you've got more of the fats and the vitamins in the yellow part. So it's a full branch chain amino acid. So what that means is you're getting everything you need and more in an egg. That's why Hulk Hogan eats them and back in the day. But yeah, stick to eating your eggs. Try not to fry a lot of your food, and don't. I've started listening to other people talking about cooking with tin foil. So you jacket potatoes, you start piercing them, and then you put tin foil in. All that tin foil eventually will get in your food. So that's another tip. I'm going now, guys, because I'm saying I've got 0 watches and I'm boring myself to sleep. So love yous and leave yous, and I'll see you next week.